welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers, brought to you by Arrowhead at Mountain Spring Water. Chris McGee, James Worthy, Robert Ory. We got Brez down at the arena. Lakers win their 4th in a row. They are now 15 games over 500. They take down the T-Wolves in a game that saw the Ant-Man ejected in the 3rd quarter. Big 3 for the Lakers. Luka, LeBron, and AR all over 20 points. But guys, like we've seen over these last 4 games, especially in the Dallas game, when the offense kind of stalls or maybe they go cold, it's the defense that kind of saves the day for them, big game. And again, they hold a good team to 102 points, the T-Wolves.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers, they did a good job of, protecting their lead, even though it got away from them. It got a little sloppy. Minnesota, Tanner going one-on-one with, direct blow-bys, got Minnesota close enough. But I do think the defense always upholds, and the Lakers down the stretch were able to get some stops and get fouled and get to the line, which they went to the line, 42 times, 46 times tonight? 46 free throw attempts. They got 32 points from the line. And LeBron, with his 17 rebounds and, his assist making, they were able to close it out. It got a little sloppy down the end. You don't want to see them lose a lead like that almost, but they protected their home court. On to the next one.
Yeah, 11 for 41 from 3. A lot of shots were taken from that, especially when Ant-Man went out. Yeah. And with no Rudy Gobert, I thought there'd be more of a team, attacking team. Yeah. But that's the way they're playing now, a lot of shots because Luka's getting them open jumpers. And also, my concern right now is about RH. He went out there with, I don't know if it was a knee, back. He was grabbing a little bit of everything. He only played 18 minutes. And right now, I think if they would have had him, it would have been a little bit easier because when you take him out, you take out one of your scoring threats. Yeah. Because Novendo and Doe haven't been scoring like Louis. So, hopefully he's healthy and hopefully, they can get some rest because we saw LeBron reaching at his hamstring. Because tomorrow they got a game against a really good team. Yeah, they're calling it a left knee strain for Rui. We'll find out more information later, obviously. And Jackson Hayes fell onto his hip. And then, of course, LeBron was holding his hamstring. So hopefully everyone's okay. Let's go back downtown. Luka is with Mike Trudell.
All right, Luka, shots weren't falling for a lot of the night, but the defense has been there kind of carrying you. What did you see on that end to help you guys come through with the victory?
Yeah, I think we set the tone early. First quarter, I think they had like 16 points, something like that, so we set the tone early.
Your shot wasn't falling from the perimeter, but you do hit the one where you're almost falling out of bounds. You kind of looked up as if saying, okay, finally one goes down.
I mean, it's crazy. I can't make a normal shot and not make that shot. Just at this point who I am, but got to work on that easy shots. Got to knock them down. I've been playing horrible, so I got to get back to it.
You guys are winning games, though. What have you noticed about your teammates, and how are you getting the job done as a group?
Like I said, the first time we set the tone on defense, and then we play with pace. The ball is moving, so that's how we win games.
What did you see from LeBron James tonight?
It's amazing. There's nothing else to say. Amazing.
All right, Luka, go get some rest.
All right, thank you, Mike. And you look at the Lake Show trio, the big 3 there. Luka with 21. Austin Reeves got to the line 12 times. He had 11 of them. He had 23, 5, and 6. And LeBron, 31, 17.
The rebound, it may not have been what it should have been for them to get the steals and get out. But, Luka, I'm not worried about him. I still think he's playing himself into shape. And so, yeah, not his typical night, but still has some moments where we needed him, and he came through.
I think it's things to come. I think he's still getting in shape. We expect him to be in shape. He took like 2 months off pretty much to get in shape. And when you hurt your calf, you can't really get in shape. So I think, the way he played tonight was the way it's going to happen in certain games. Playing like that, taking a lot of outside shots. But I did like best is he wasn't shy. He kept going to the hole. He kept causing contact. And for me, that's one of the things when you do, if you can look at a game, you need to have a coach saying, yo, you're not shooting good from 3, go to the rack. Because he has the ability to get to the rack and open up areas for different players. Because you saw in the breakdown I did before the game, they collapse so much on him. So he's almost like he's like a Shaq when he gets in there. That everybody's going to look at him, they're going to collapse and not let him score. All these guys are able to get pot shots. So I think as a player, I'm going to go to him and say, hey, yo, go to the rack, kick it out. Let me get some pot shots.
Yeah. So, guys, let's start with LeBron James here after Luka. 33 points, 17 boards, and 6 assists. He was 11 for 21. And by the way, he's 4 for 9 from 3. He's got 2 games since turning 40 that he's gone for 30 and 15. Obviously, he's the only one to ever do that.
Yeah. And how many times do we have to say it's amazing to see what he's doing at 40? Running the baseline for lob dunks. I don't mind the way he's playing. I don't want I don't want him to have to carry that load, all the time. I don't think he is. I think the defense is playing well. Luka's going to come around. But LeBron, man, he's got that little hamstring post game. That's a lot of minutes. That's a lot of, physical play over time. So I hope he's not, too sore to play tomorrow, but we never know. But he does what he has to do. He sees that, Luka wasn't like, firing as much as so he started to do his thing. So defensively, it's some of the best D I've seen him play. So he's geared up, ready. He sees what's ahead of them. He knows what the big picture is, and LeBron is just steady trying to keep his team, in gear to keep playing the way they've been playing.
And kind of a new version as well, year 22. And I say that, Rob, meaning off ball now. When Luka has the ball or AR has the ball, you're seeing LeBron cutting, used as a screener, running the baseline, just opening up a whole new thing for him.
I think he's realized that, all his life he's worked too hard. Now he got a really good point guard. If you think about it, the last good point guard he played with was Kyrie, and Kyrie's not a true point guard in the sense where he's going to pass the rock. And so I think with Luka now, he's realized, like, oh, I don't have to bring it up, even though that is my forte. Let Luka bring it up. Let me get some pot shots, because you have developed a three-point shot of your last couple of years that's better than what you did when you started league. So now you're able to knock down these shots. And for me, I feel like LeBron should just, I'm going to get down the court, I'm going to be a big, I'm going to get to the wings, I'm going to post up, and that's going to save my legs. For Luka, and not just Luka, but AR, is making the game easy for LeBron. Because I don't think this is one of those games where, they have to get him on the elbow and they sit back and they watch him work. You don't have to do that anymore. So now he's kind of, putting it in cruise control and making it easier for himself.
Yeah, they just showed a graphic when you were talking, Rob, that I like. Defense on a roll, talking about the 100 points per game in the last 5. And that, to me, is what, even Luka talked to Mike Trudell about. It's been really important for this team, James, because as the offense figures it out with Luka on the court, and maybe you have a night where you're not shooting the 3-ball well, you can still find a way to win. I think that's what's impressed me over these last 2 games the most.
Yeah, and they do it on both ends, but particularly defense. So I think what quarter was it? I think they only scored 17 points in one quarter.
Third quarter.
And that was impressive, given the fact that the Lakers normally don't come out in third quarter with that kind of defense. But when they come out like that, and hold teams defensively, and you have, Vanderbilt, Smith, Hayes, you got some gritty guys.